Don't be confused. See, suppose we have uh, numerous clusters. This, okay. Our task is which clusters I have to select in order to do merge operation. This is what we have to do. Is it right? So then, so by applying minimum method, how we are going to select which clusters I need to select in order to merge, whether I have to select this one and this one, or this one and this one, or this one and this one. So based on that minimum technique, is it right? Assume I have multiple points. Okay, here one point is there, 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 here one point. So I have a cluster like this. Okay. See, I want to calculate a distance. Now I want to merge any two clusters. Is it right? Now I want to calculate a distance between this point to this point. Okay. I want to calculate a distance between this point to this point, and I want to calculate a distance between this point to this point. Like that, I want to calculate a distance between any two closest points of two different clusters. We can see these two are the closest point of these two clusters, and these two are the closest point of these two clusters, and these two are the closest point of these two clusters. Among these distances, which one is minimum? We are going to select those clusters to merge using this minimum technique. That's all. Okay. The next thing is maximum technique. Okay. Here also we do the same thing, but here what we do is we are going to select the farthest point rather than the nearest point here. So in maximum, we are going to select each point. So first calculate the distance between each point to other points of another cluster. Okay, here I'm going to calculate the distance here. I'm going to calculate the distance between this one and this one. I'm going to calculate the distance between this one and this one. Like that, I'm going to calculate the distance between this one and this one. Okay. So once I calculated all the distances, why I'm okay, again I will show you very okay. I'm going to apply the maximum technique now. Okay. Now this is our initial clusters. Now we have to select any two cluster to merge it. Is it right? By applying a maximum technique. Now our task is we are not going to choose now the closest points in each cluster. Okay. Rather we are going to select the farthest point here. So when compared to these two clusters, these two are nearest with each other. Is it right? But these two are farthest with each other. We instead of calculating this distance, we will select the distance of these 2 points in maximum technique. Like that, here both are in same distance, we will select this one. Okay, like that, here this is the farthest point to this point and this point. Is it right? Like that, this is the farthest point to this point and this point. Like that, this is the farthest point to this point and this one, and this is the farthest point to this cluster. Is it right? So we will calculate all the distances with respect to farthest points between the cluster. Once you know the distances, then among these distances, we are going to select the minimum distances among this. So among the maximum distances between each farthest point in a cluster between the cluster, there I am going to select the minimum distance. Then based on that, we can easily see these two I can merge it. So these two clusters I am going to merge it. Okay. The same thing here, what we do in the next thing is another technique what we are going to use is a distance between centroids. This is, we call it as a Watts method. Okay. A technique name is called Watts method. Okay. Here what we do, instead of considering points to calculate a distance, we will consider a centroid of each cluster. Okay, centroid. Assume this is a centroid of this cluster, and this is a centroid of this cluster. This is a centroid of this cluster. In this cluster, it is a centroid. Okay. Now I am going to calculate the distance between these centers rather than with the points. Okay. So first I am going to find the distance between these two. Like that, distance between these two, distance between this one, distance between this one, and distance between this one. So once I find the distances between each centroid point with centroid point of other clusters, then I am going to select which is the distance having less distances when comparing with all other distances. Then I am going to merge those clusters as a single cluster. This is what Watts method will do. Okay. So mainly uh, four types. One I have explained minimum. another one is maximum, another one is Watts method. One more is there, that is group average. So in group average, what we do is we are not going to consider only closest point or only farthest point. What we do in this group average is we will consider each and every point of a cluster, okay, here, and we are going to calculate a distance between each and every point of the cluster of other cluster. Okay, then we are going to take the average distance of each cluster with other clusters. Then based on that average distance, we are going to select the minimum distance and we are going to form the cluster. So here again I will explain. In minimum technique, the simplest way is find the uh, closest point between each two cluster, then calculate a distance. Okay, among all these closest points distance, choose which one is the minimum distance between each two clusters, then merge them as a cluster. Okay, in maximum technique, don't consider the closest point of a uh, closest point between the cluster. You consider the farthest point between the clusters. Okay, so then calculate a distance. Okay, once you calculate the distance, you see which distance is a minimum distance among the farthest point calculation. When you know that which one is a minimum, then you are going to merge those cluster into single cluster. Okay, and next thing is group average. Here you are not consider only closest point or you are not consider only farthest point. You will consider the distance between each point with each other point of different cluster. That is, you will consider this distance also, this distance also, like that. You will consider this distance also, this distance also, like that, like that. Or you will consider this distance also, this distance also. You will, you are going to apply a Euclidean distance calculations for these distances. Once you find out the distances, then you are going to select which distance is the minimum distance. Then you are going to choose those two clusters for our merging operation. Okay, this is what different technique we are going to use to achieve the merge operation between the clusters. First one is minimum. We are going to choose only closest point. Okay, and the second one is maximum. Instead of choosing the closest point, here we are going to choose the farthest point to calculate the distance. Okay, next one is, so we are not going to consider only closest point or farthest point. We are going to calculate the distance between each point with each other of other clusters. See, I am calculating distance between this point also, this point also, this point also, this point also. Like that, each and every points of each cluster will be calculated the distance with each and every points of other clusters. Then we are going to select the average distances and which one is minimum. That plus two clusters we are going to merge with each other. Okay, and the fourth one is Watts method. As I told that instead of considering the point distance, we will consider the distance between the centroid. Okay, so which distance between the centroid having a less distance, that two clusters we are going to merge. Okay, so this is what agglomerative technique. Very simple. Uh, Let us solve one problem. We'll understand. Okay, you'll understand. This is the data set they have given. Okay, this is the data set. Totally, we have 6 points. Totally, we have 6 points. This is an x coordinate they have given. This is a y coordinate. If you plot your points in a graph, your points represented here like this. See, this is the first point, and this is the second point, and this is the third point, fourth point, fifth point, and sixth point. Okay. So using these points, we are going to apply agglomerative technique in order to group those points. Okay, in order to group those points. As we know that the first step of our agglomerative is each point is a separate cluster. Each point is a separate cluster. Is it right? So now the second step, we have to select any two cluster which are closer with each other. Okay, in order to merge them. So okay, so first step is easy for everybody. There is no problem at all since each point represents a separate cluster. Now the second point, we need to consider the distance. Is it right? So which points I have to consider in order to merge? That is our second task. Is it right? Whether I have to consider this point and this point to merge in the second level, or this point and this point in the second level, or this point and this point in the second level. That is our task. Okay. So in order to merge it, we have four techniques we can apply. Is it right? Either from minimum technique or maximum technique or average technique or Watts technique. Either four technique we can use in order to merge any two cluster into a single cluster. Okay. So now first technique I'm going to apply in order to merge two clusters, that is minimum technique. The minimum technique is also called as single link technique. You need to remember. They may ask you in a question, apply minimum technique or single link technique. Okay. So in order to find the cluster similarity, we are going to apply either minimum technique or single link technique. Okay. So now, what exactly minimum technique will do? It is going to find the any two closest point with in a cluster and is going to calculate the distance, and which distance is a minimum distance. Then that two cluster it is going to merge. That is what single link or minimum technique will do. Okay. Now let us. We know that we have given with each points. Okay. Now I want to calculate a proximity matrix. First step is I want to do calculate the proximity matrix. I have given x coordinate value as well as y coordinate value, and we know how to apply the Euclidean distance calculation. That is in the last class we have applied now Euclidean distance, that is x2 minus x1 minus y2 minus y1. Whatever the distance we are going to get, that distance we are going to represent here. Okay. So once you represent your proximity matrix with respect to given sample data, these are the values. These values represent the distance between any two points. Actually, the distance between P1 and P2 is what? Type down now. Type down what is the distance between P1 and P2. Do it first. We are going to solve the problem. What is the distance between P1 and P2? Type first. 0.24. Okay, the distance between P1 and P2 is 0.24. What is the distance between P5 and P3? What is the distance between P5, 0.5 and 0.3? So this is what the Euclidean distance between these 2 points. Okay, fine. Then you can easily understand what these values are represented. Okay, so based on the sample data they have given, I have applied and we have applied Euclidean distance formula in order to calculate the distance between each points here. So this is what we call it as a proximity matrix. Okay, this is what we call it as a proximity matrix. Fine. Thank you for your answers. Now, using this minimum technique, we are going to merge any 2 points into a single point until we'll get with the final cluster. That final cluster consists of each points. Okay, every point in a given sample data. Okay. So now, so what is the technique we are applying in order to merge? We are going to apply the minimum distance technique. So among this proximity matrix, which point to which point having lesser distance, very lesser distance. Which point to which point having lesser distance. So what is the distance between P2 and P1? We know it is 0.24. Okay. What is the distance between 3 and 6? 0.3 and 6. What is the distance between P3 and P6? This is 11. Is it right? This is 11. Is it right? Is there any other value that is lesser than this 0.11? Is there any value in our proximity matrix which is lesser than 0.11? 0.00, that is a distance between that point to same point. Okay, we cannot consider. See, what is exact distance between 0.1 and 0.1? Of course, it is 0, 0. Is it right? So we need to calculate the distance between any two different points, not with the same point. Okay. So once you can easily see here in our proximity matrix, okay. So the 0.11 is the minimum distance between any two points. Is it right? So that's why what in which points it is the distance between? It is the distance between 0.6 and 0.3. Is it right? So that's why I'm going to form a first cluster between 3 and 6. Have you got this? The first cluster between what? 3 and 6. The first cluster is formed. Next, which is the less distance after 0.11? Which is the less distance after 0.11? 0.15. Sorry, 0.11. That is 0.14. Between what? Between what? Between 0.5 and 0.2. Very good, very good. And first calculate what exactly the distance between these 2 points. 0.36 with respect to 0.4. Now, 0.36 with 0.4. How to calculate the distance between 0.36 to and 0.4? What is the distance between 0.36 and 0.4? 0.36, we know that the distance is 0.11. Okay, 0.11. And what is the distance to 0.4? Yes. So the distance between this one 0.4, it is almost minimum. So how to calculate that? Distance of 3,6, okay, and 4. How to calculate this distance? Yes, it is very easy to calculate this point. See, in order to calculate this, what we do is we need to first calculate the distance of 3 to 4, okay, distance of 6 to 4, and which one is minimum, we are going to select that distance. So what is the distance of 3 to 4? What is the distance of 3 to 4? 3 and 4, it is 0.15, is it right? 0.15. Okay, what is the distance between P6 and P4? That is 0.22. Okay, and which one is minimum? 0.15 is the minimum. So the distance between 3, 6 and 4 is what? 0.15. The minimum distance between 3, 6 and 0.4 is 0.15. But this 0.14 is lesser than this distance, is it right? So that's why I'm not going to merge this cluster with this cluster. Rather, I'm going to select any other 2 points which is having a less distance with this point. Is it right? So that's why before merging 3, 6 with 4, we are merging what? 5 and 2. Because 0.14 is lesser distance when compared to this distance. All of you got this? All of you got this? Any doubt in this? Okay, so uh, so like that, the first cluster we formed is, since the distance is less, very less among these two clusters, first cluster we formed here, and the second cluster, we can easily see these cluster and this distance is almost it seems to be very less, is it right? That's why I just go with this option. Why I instead of calculating the distance between these 2 points, I want to calculate the distance between 3, 6 and 4. Once I calculated, I can easily see the minimum distance is what? 0.15, but the distance between these 2 points is 0.14. That's why instead of forming the second cluster here, I just went with where? This one, okay, 5 and 2. So first cluster is 1 and second cluster is what? 2. Now I want to form the third cluster, okay. So how to form the third cluster? Find the distance between these two. Find the distance between these two. How to find the distance between 3, 6 and 5 and 2? It is very simple. We are going to find the distance between 3, 2, distance between 5, 2, 3, 5 and 6, 5. Okay, you got it? So once you find the distance, among this, you can see what is the distance between 3, 2, that is 0.15. What is the distance between 5, 2? 3, 5, 2, 0.14. 5, 2, is it right? 5, sorry, 6, 2, that is 6, 2, 0.39. Okay, what is the distance between 3, 5? 3, 5, that is 0.28. Okay, so what is the distance between 6, 5? 6, 5, that is 0.39. Okay, among this, which one is minimum? 0.15 is the minimum. So the distance between these two cluster is what? 0.15. And also distance between these two cluster is what? 0.15. So you can see, you can take either this cluster, these two things as for merging, or this point with this cluster as a merging. Okay. Now I'll go with this one as a third cluster, that is merging these two. First cluster is 3 and 6, second cluster is 2 and 5, and I'm going to merge these two as a single cluster now. Okay, now the third cluster we formed here. Now I have to form the fourth cluster. Okay, of course, you can easily see the distance between the third cluster and fourth cluster is almost 0.15. Okay, so that's why this one is the fourth cluster. We have joined with fourth one, and the remaining is one. We are going to form a cluster with one. Okay, this is how single link or minimum agglomerative technique will work. Okay, so we will only consider the minimum distance in order to merge any two cluster. Okay, the same thing we are going to apply with one more technique, that is called complete link or maximum, or we also call it as a click method. You also consider, if any questions comes with respect to click method, you have to answer like this. Okay, so again we have a proximity matrix here. First, so we are going to find two farthest points, then we are going to select the distance between any two farthest points. Okay, so now since each initially starts with each and every point as a single cluster. Okay, each and every point as a single cluster, then we are going to select each point with distance between other points. Okay, among this you can see which one is a minimum. Okay, we can easily see this one is a minimum, the first cluster we will form here, and the second minimum is of course 0.15, so that's why we will form here. And the next distance is why we are not forming this, since this is the near, so that's why we can form the new cluster here, like that new cluster here, the finally cluster here. So I'm going to give you one simple example. So I want to choose the third level of cluster. So there is no problem with first and second level of cluster, is it right? Now choosing third level, how we did that, that's we are going to consider now. Okay, for our example purpose, let us see. In order to consider the third level clusters, I want to calculate a distance between 3, 6 and 4, 3, 6 and 5 and 2, and one more 3, 6 and 1. These two. So this is the first cluster. I want to find the distance between this point. I want to find the distance between this cluster, and I want to find the distance between this cluster. Okay. So first we are going to find the distance between this cluster and this point. So how to calculate a distance of 3, 6, 4. Okay, this is very simple. Distance between 3, 4 and distance between 6, 4. And which one is minimum? We are going to select that thing. Okay, what is the distance between 3, 4? What is the distance between 3, 4? So this is 3 and this is 4. So the distance between 3, 4 is 0.15. 0.15. Okay, what is the distance between 6, 4? This is 4 and this is 6, and the distance between 6, 4 is 0.22. And which one is minimum? Sorry, which one is maximum here? Which one is maximum, since we are applying maximum technique? Which one is maximum here? 0.22. So among 3, 4 and 6, 4, these two are the farthest point. These two are not closest point. Is it right? So we are going to consider that distance. Which is the farthest point here? 6, 4. So according to our technique, 0.22 is the distance between this two cluster group. Okay, this two cluster group, that is 3, 6 and 4. Now like that we will calculate distance between these two clusters now. So how to calculate the distance between these two clusters? We want to calculate the distance of 3, 6 and 2, 5. Okay, so in order to find that, so the formula is, first we will find the distance between these two, next we will find the distance between these two, next we will find the distance between these two, next we will find the distance between these two. Okay, so first apply. What is the distance between 3 and 2? 0.3 and 2 is 0.15. Okay, distance is 0.15. Okay, what is the distance between 3 and 5? 3 and 5, 0.28. Okay, what is the distance between 6 and 2? 6 and 2, 0.25. Okay, 0.25. What is the distance between 6 and 5? 6 and 5. That is 0.39. And which are the farthest point among all these values? 0.39 is the farthest point. So the distance between these two is what? 0.39. Okay. Like that, we will find even values with respect to 3, 6 and 1. Okay. So the farthest point is 0.23. Okay. So among these three values, 0.22, 0.39 and 0.23. Okay, which one is the minimum? 0.22 is the minimum. Is it right? So that's why I'm going to merge these 2 points. I'm not going to merge these two, or I'm not going to merge these two. So you just first calculate the maximum distance. Then among this maximum distance, which one is minimum? You are going to see that, and you are going to use those 2 points as a merging up for the merging purpose to merge these two clusters into single cluster. Okay. If you apply maximum technique or click technique, the first cluster form will be between 3 and 6. The second cluster form between is okay 2 and 5. The third cluster is between 3, 6 and 4. The fourth cluster is what? 2, 5 and 1. And the fifth cluster is between these group and this group. So finally we have everything in a single group. So this is what with respect to maximum technique. Okay. The next technique is average technique, group average. So in order to find the group average, we are going to use this formula. It is same thing. Here, instead of calculating only farthest distance, we will calculate each and every points distance between each and every points of other clusters, and we are going to see which points will lead us. And so instead of calculating a distance, we are going to calculate the average distance here. Okay. So how to calculate average distance? Let us assume I want to calculate the average distance between 3, 6, 4 and 1. Okay, any doubt here? Okay, 3, 6, 4 and 1. I want to calculate the average distance between any two clusters, that is 3, 6, 4 and 1. How to calculate the average distance? So we know that. What is the distance between 3 and 1? 3 and 1. 3 and 1. That is 0.22. What is the distance between 1 and 6? 1 and 6. That is 0.23. Okay, 1 and 6 is 0.23. Okay, what is the distance between 1 and 4? 1 and 4 is 37. Okay, so we are going to add all these points, and how many points are there? 3 points. We are going to divide it by 3. So the final value we are going to get is, it is the average distance between these two clusters. So like that, we are going to calculate the average distance between, this is just an example I'm explaining you. Okay, average distance between any two clusters, that is 2, 5 and 1. Okay, how to calculate the average distance between these two? So first we are going to calculate the distance between 2 and 1. What is the distance between 2 and 1? That is 0.24. 0.24. Okay. What is the distance between 1 and 5? What is the distance between 1 and 5? 1 and 5. 5. 1 and 5. Okay. This is 0.34. Okay. 0.34. We are going to apply. So we are going to sum these two. Okay. That is sum these two. Okay. So once you sum these two, you will get around some 5 something. Okay. 5. Assume 8. Okay, 0.58 will be the sum of these 2 points. Then we are going to divide it by 2. So whatever the value we are going to get, that will be the average distance between these two clusters. Like that, to calculate the average distance between 3, 6, 4 and 2, 5, we are going to apply the same method, and final average distance is 0.26. Among these average distances, I am going to select the minimum distance here. I'm going to select the minimum distance for my next merging of the clusters. Okay, if you apply this group average technique in an agglomerative way in order to group your points as a clusters, then the first cluster we are going to form is 3, 6, and the second cluster we are going to form as 5, 2, and the third cluster is 3, 6 and 4, and fourth one is these two, that is 5, 2 and 3, 6, 4. Fourth one is 5, 2 and 3, 6, 4. And then sixth one is all this one as a single cluster, and this one we are going to merge these two form a sixth cluster. Okay. Total how many clusters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clusters. Okay. And the next one is very similar to K-means algorithm. This is similar to k-means algorithm. If you apply hierarchical technique to your k-means algorithm, how it looks like, this is an bisecting k-means. Is it right? The bisecting methodology is what uh, Watt's method is going to achieve. That is, instead of selecting either farthest distance or the closest distance and average distance, we are not going to select any points distance between any other points. We first will calculate the centroid point of any cluster and also centroid point of another cluster. We are going to consider the distance between any two centroids. Then which centroids having minimum distance, then we are going to form a cluster between those clusters. Okay, that is what Watt's method will. So it is similar to k-means algorithm. If you hybrid, that is k-means with respect to hierarchical technique, then we say it's a Watt's method. Okay, so that's all with respect to agglomeration. There's nothing is there. Everything we have finished now. Okay. So I will show you how to apply an agglomerative method in RapidMiner. Okay. Before move on to that. Okay. So any in this agglomerative technique? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask me question in a public. I will explain everything. It's a very simple technique in a clustering. That is just merging with each other or splitting with each other. So splitting we are not doing because divisive is not so famous. We will apply the merge operations here. Hold your answer fast. I will consider this one as an attendance also. Do it fast. Do it fast. We'll finish in 5 or 10 minutes, within 5 or 10 minutes. So do it fast. Yash Balla, Dhanush, Madhumita Raj, Bhavya Pandey, Rohan Purandar, Chandan, Ashish Maurya, Aditya Singh, Aditya Srinivas. Still so many have to poll. Soumita Das. Okay, fine. Now I'll give you one real-time example. Instead of considering some other data, what I'll do is I'll consider the same data set what we consider for our example. Okay. Okay. I think you're all seeing the RapidMiner tool now. Okay. So what I do is, okay, I'm going to apply the agglomerative technique in RapidMiner. So I'm going to design it. So I'm going to consider the same data set of what you have considered for our example. Okay. And I'm going to apply the agglomerative technique for this data. Okay. So the result what we are going to see, we'll check that. Okay. And I already told that there are three ways we can use clustering technique. Okay. One is single link or complete link or average link. Okay. Single link means minimum value we are going to consider. Complete link means maximum value we are going to consider in a distance. Average link means average value we are going to consider. Okay. So first we will check with single link. Okay. First we will check with a single link. So we are going to run. Okay, this is the data set we considered, that is x and y coordinate. Each point is represented with x and y coordinates. Okay, if you visualize, you can easily see. Okay, visualize is not possible, I think, for you guys. Okay, if you visualize, you can easily see the graph of marking of each point. Okay, so I think visualization is not possible with respect to sharing. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to the clustering thing. So total number of clusters we found is 11, and total number of items we have is 6. And we know that the agglomerative clustering technique, we represent clustering in the form of dendrogram. Okay, this is the dendrogram with respect to minimum value. Can you see dendrogram? Sarana sir, can you see the dendrogram, sir? Sarana sir.
Ah, sir, I could see, sir.
Okay, all of you seeing the dendrogram? Okay, the same dendrogram we achieved in minimum value. This is with respect to minimum. Okay, next we will try the same thing with respect to complete link. Okay, so I'll go to design. I'm going to select the maximum distance and I'm going to apply, run this program. Okay, the same thing. Okay, here also we have formed 11 clusters and the dendrogram is looks like this. This is with respect to complete link or maximum distance value. All of you able to see the new dendrogram with respect to complete link now? This is the cluster. Okay. Okay. Next, the average link we are going to apply. Okay. Average link. In design, I'm going to select the average link. Then I'm going to run it. Okay. This is our dendrogram with respect to average link. Okay. The same thing what we achieved with respect to group average, the dendrogram. Okay. The previous one I showed is maximum value. Before the previous one is minimum value. Okay. So this is the way we can apply the agglomerative clustering technique in order to cluster our points into different clusters. Okay. Finally, we will have one cluster that merges all clusters into a single cluster. Okay. Fine. Then I'm going to show you an attendance now. Okay. That's all today. So we have finished two clustering technique, partitional technique as well as hierarchical technique. In partitional, we studied about k-means algorithm. In hierarchical, we studied about agglomerative. The question they may ask you, explain the agglomerative technique based on either minimum or single way technique or maximum or click technique. So you do remember whenever they ask the question with respect to click technique, you just remember that, oh, I have to apply the maximum value technique. Okay. So click or complete link or click, maximum, both are same. Maximum, click or complete link. Okay. And the next thing is average. And the next thing is Watt's method. It is similar to k-means. Watt's means k-means. Okay, that's all. Rishabh Sharma, why you are saying that sensor? Okay, that's all. I'm going to show you a list now. Okay. Bande ma'am. Bande.